Hey Karu, today when you see this video, it's going to be the 1st of October. I'm making it the evening of the 30th here in Carnarvon. And what I'm going to talk about today is, first of all, the car that we have, the rental car, and second, the garden center. And the footage that you're seeing is us driving to the garden center where Sarah and I had lunch today, and we're going to talk about that experience and then driving back. And then I'm going to try to respond to some of the comments I've gotten from you on previous videos. Today was a pretty quiet day. Sarah and I got up in the morning and went for an early run again, which was nice. And then the walk with our neighbors. And once again, we had a variety of neighbors there. I got to have a couple conversations with a couple different women, which was really nice, for half an hour each. But then the car that we were given at the rental center, I don't know how much I talked about this previously. It's a Ford Puma ST. It's supposed to be a sporty car, I'm pretty sure. And I have honestly never seen a car posing harder than this particular car is posing. It's a 6-speed manual, and it's, got kind of the trim on it like our RAV4 Prime to make it look a little sporty. But it's got you open the door and it projects a light onto the ground that is a shape of a puma. And it just is trying so hard to be cool. And to me, it's just like, it's a little car. And it is a little quicker than like the Fiat 500 or the Aygo that we've driven previously. But I wish we had those cars instead. But it's just kind of hilarious that it's like this total poser sports car, I think. I need to look up the specs on it. But yeah, I'm not impressed with the Ford Puma particularly. The sightlines aren't as good, everything. Anyway, so when we got to the garden center that you're seeing here, we needed to buy some weed killer and some bulbs to plant. Sarah wanted to plant bulbs. But also there is this thing in Wales, and I don't know if this is in the UK in general. These garden centers are a thing, and we didn't realize this. We passed them at other times. I'm going to let myself talk here about the food. This is what you get for 27 pounds, 28 pounds. So yeah, we passed them, but it's like a department store in a way. It has clothes, it's got all this, it's sort of like a Walmart. And it has this cafe, and the cafe is like a bad, it's, like they seat you, but then you just order either using a kiosk or using your phone, and they deliver the food. And there's very little interaction with the staff, and not impressed. So yeah, it was kind of an interesting cultural experience, and the food was kind of expensive too, as I alluded to there. So yeah, that's a garden center in the UK. So you asked me about before the Dinastinche. So it was essentially, it's a giant hill with ramparts around it that were built, Iron Age. So what is that, 3,000 years ago, something like that? And it was occupied at least through the Roman era. So, 1,500 years ago, it was still occupied. They found in the dig, they found coins, that sort of thing. The things that you saw on the ground are actually non-slip erosion prevention paths. So they're planks of wood with like a grit kind of glued onto them. So yeah, that's what you're seeing on the ground. I will, I'm doing a video for Mom, taking Mom to Wales, and I'm gonna do Dinastinche, I think next Monday. So I'll talk more about it then. I did want to mention, you had some incredible, disrespectful comment about MLS being fifth tier. And let me just say that even here in the UK, people think of MLS as being sort of championship level. So the level that Wrexham is, second tier here. And MLS, and from what I've seen in the quality, there are a couple MLS teams every year that probably could compete in the Premier League, just like in the championship level here there are. So yeah, I wouldn't be too disrespectful. I mean, it's interesting because like Carnarvon FC are kind of at the level of college teams in the U.S. They're not even. It's not even at the level of what is it? I can't remember the NSL. I can't remember what the other leagues are. So yeah. So yeah, don't diss the MLS too painfully. Now, what you've been seeing here in this drive is that I went to try to find a parking spot in the lot by the marina, and there were none available. And this is the first time I've had to go over to the Balaclava lot, which is what we have a permit for, and park over there. So yeah. Once again, I know you're not a fan of the driving videos, but I just didn't have any really interesting footage, and I feel like this was better than looking at my ugly face talking to you. So that's why I threw this in. And you're looking at, this is driving at speed 2.5 times normal speed. So yeah. I think that covers everything. I will hopefully have some more interesting stuff tomorrow, although it's supposed to be a really rainy day, so I might not. And for my Mom, I hope you enjoyed this little tour of driving around Carnarvon. I think she'll like this, hopefully. If not, maybe the next video will be better. That, my friend, is my story, and I am sticking to it.